Hello. For this homework, I had to read about the cases of Next, the company uh, dedicated to create a new style of gaming. Like before, it was defined just as a regular company of video games, but right now we can define it as a movement required video game, especially for kids, so the parents can let the kids play video games while they are exercising at home, so they don't have to they don't really have to go outside to exercise, so they can have fun in their houses while their parents know they are safe. And we also have the case of Meiji Industrial. In that company is really interesting because it's a Taiwanese company that before it was just a regular shoemaker, and then they had to evolution because of the competitors from Europe that they were like really advanced, and China they were very cheap and efficient. So they were in the middle. They couldn't compete with anyone. So they had to change their strategy. And right now they are the ones in charge of creating a special knife vibration coding machines through a special software that it's what have gave them the differentiation from the Chinese companies, because they are like really good. They have like good efficiency and good performance for a way more affordable price comparing with the European companies, having like a really good quality and just for a little bit more of money than the Chinese machines. So the demand, at least for Next Playground, is like pretty large right now. They are the number three most sold console in the US, at least in the during the Black Friday, just after PlayStation and Nintendo. So they already took the place of Xbox. That's like really huge. Before reading this article, I didn't hear about Next, so that really surprised me. And Meiji is how they use the technology, how they use the AI, how they use their software to make more efficient and also better quality for an affordable price. Uh, Coding machines, especially to make shoes, and how they avoid that red ocean and created the blue ocean is so interesting. Like having their alliances and Next Playground with Bluey and Sesame Street, and Meiji with Atom from Italy, like a very luxury mm, shoemaker, machine maker for shoes. For the value curve is very interesting, as we can see on the screen how, for example, Next Playground performs against the traditional consoles. Like in the physical exercise they have a 10, in the save screen time also a 10, in the price they have 7, what is good comparing with the other options. Their alliances that they had, it's like a 9 because it gave them like an advantage, especially for their niche market, that is the kids. And controller free, you don't need control, you have to use your body, you have to use you have to do exercise to make it function. As well as the Meiji Industrial and how we compare it with European rivals and Chinese rivals, how this has a middle price, it's in the middle, um, but there are, and the speed is even better than the European ones. The AI integration is way better, and their service is also way better. They identified before the strategic groups that they had to avoid. They needed to find a differentiation, in this case, like doing something for a niche. As Next Playground say, you, a single man, are not our customer. Our customers are those parents who have kids and they want them to exercise. They also created mobility barriers because, for example, if someone else from a video games company wants to develop something similar around Next Playground, it's difficult because they already have alliances that they couldn't break so easily. It would take them a lot of time to make what they're doing right now. So at least for the next years, they have the disadvantage, as well as Meiji, they already have the alliance with Atom, so it's something it won't be breakable so easy. So they already assure their success for the next years with these decisions that they had. Considering the scenario A, being the senior strategist from Mattel, I would decide to ally with Next Playground because that's the future, and we couldn't compete with them doing our making our own console. That's not like possible. So we have to ally with them and create games related with Barbies, with Max Steels, with the Mattel things. That's the most logic answer I could say to this. These cases were like, pretty interesting. I learned how other companies did to escape from a red ocean and go into a blue ocean just by changing their customers, their niche, changing the strategy, or changing their technology. How a decision can make you succeed against this red ocean full of competitors.